Your insight, we will be across all of those developments. Moving now to North America, a Mexican Navy ship crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge on Saturday night, killing 2 people and injuring 22 others. The sailing vessel, Cuauhtémoc, struck the bridge while passing under it during a promotional tour in New York City. New York Mayor Eric Adams confirmed the death toll and said 3 people remain in a critical condition. The ship was carrying 277 people when its masts hit the iconic structure and partially collapsed. Videos showed people dangling from rigging and emergency crews rushing to help. The Mexican Navy said a mechanical failure may have caused the incident. All injuries occurred on board and no one fell into the water. Here is what a witness had said.
Bueno, estábamos dándole el adiós a todos los muchachos que ya se iban, ya el barco había partido. Pocos segundos tenía que había salido del muelle donde estaba. En cuanto de repente vimos todas las luces, cómo chocaron, impactaron contra el puente y todos cayeron para abajo.
Well, despite the impact, officials say the Brooklyn Bridge suffered no major damage. Traffic resumed after an inspection. The Cuauhtémoc was departing for Iceland after a visit to New York. An investigation into the collision is underway. Staying in North America, a deadly bomb blast has rocked Palm Springs, California on Saturday morning, killing 1 and injuring 4 near a fertility clinic. The FBI is calling it an intentional act of terrorism. The explosion hit the parking lot of American Reproductive Centers, damaging several nearby buildings. Here is what one employee described the scene to be.
Down from our break, and we were, assessing our patients, making sure they're okay. When we heard this loud noise, I shook all of our building. Our patients were scared. We actually thought something had hit our building. And then I heard some shattering, and I came outside to check. It was our building next to us. All of the windows shattered. Thankfully, we were okay. Our patients were okay, and then.
Well, the FBI's Akil Davis said investigators will determine if the attack was domestic or international terrorism. Palm Springs Police Chief Andy Mills confirmed the blast caused widespread destruction and was likely deliberate. Let's listen in to Akil Davis from the FBI.
This was an intentional act of terrorism. As our investigation will unfold, we will determine if it's an international terrorism or domestic terrorism. Let me be clear. This was probably one of the largest bombing investigations that we've had in Southern California. It's on scale of the Aliso Viejo bombing in Orange County.
Well, authorities have identified a person of interest but are not actively searching for a suspect. The identity of the person killed remains unknown. US Attorney General Pam Bondi called the bombing unforgivable, adding that federal agencies are working to uncover the motive. Despite the damage, the clinic said its lab and reproductive materials remain safe. No staff were injured. California's Governor Gavin Newsom has been briefed and pledged full support for the investigation. Moving on, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is set to sign a new deal with the European Union on Monday to strengthen post-Brexit ties. His office confirmed the move, calling it a step towards a more stable and prosperous relationship with the bloc. The deal aims to ease trade in food products, support British producers and enhance cooperation on defence and security. Talks will take place at Lancaster House in London, where Starmer will meet top EU leaders, including Ursula von der Leyen and Antonio Costa. The Prime Minister's office says the agreement will boost jobs, reduce costs for families and unlock future growth. Discussions are ongoing around fishing rights and youth mobility schemes. Starmer said this deal follows recent trade pacts with India and the United States, all focused on putting more money in people's pockets. EU diplomats say negotiations are down to the wire, but expect progress. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has downplayed hopes for a breakthrough on a free trade deal with the European Union ahead of his meeting with EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen in Rome. The two leaders will meet on the sidelines of Pope Leo XIV's inauguration. Negotiations on the trade agreement have been ongoing since 2018, but talks stalled in 2023 after Australia rejected EU proposals, citing insufficient access for key agricultural exports like beef, dairy and sugar. Albanese said he doesn't expect major announcements, but emphasised the importance of renewing dialogue at the leadership level. This move comes as Australia explores joint strategies with other nations to defend free trade amid growing global protectionism, particularly from the United States. Moving on, 17 people, including 8 children, have died in a massive fire near Gulzar House in India's Hyderabad's Old City. The blaze, suspected to be caused by a short circuit, started in a jewellery shop and quickly spread to residential floors. Rescue teams saved 17 others using advanced equipment. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced compensation worth 2 lakh per victim, while the Telangana government promised 4 lakh rupees each and a full investigation. China has imposed anti-dumping duties of up to 74.9% on polyoxymethylene copolymers, a type of engineering plastic from the United States, European Union, Japan and Taiwan. This follows a probe launched in May 2024, coinciding with the US raising tariffs on Chinese imports. Polymers used in auto parts, electronics and medical equipment have been found to be dumped in China, according to the ministry's investigation. The highest duties, 74.9%, apply to US imports, while European shipments face 34.5%. Japan's duties are set at 35.5%, with a reduced rate for Asahi Kasei. Taiwan's general duties are 32.6%, with specific rates for companies like Formosa Plastics. Despite this, there are signs of easing US-China trade tensions following. 5 people were killed in southwestern Finland when 2 helicopters collided mid-air and crashed in a wooded area near Ure Airport. Police say the collision occurred shortly after noon near the town of Kauhata, with the wreckage falling about 700 metres from the road. According to Detective Chief Inspector Johannes Sirila of the National Bureau of Investigation, flight plans showed 2 people were aboard one helicopter and 3 in the other. Both helicopters were registered outside Finland, one in Estonia and the other in Austria, and belonged to Estonian companies. Reports indicate the helicopters were headed to a hobby aviation event. The National Bureau of Investigation is leading a joint probe with local police, and Finnish and Estonian authorities are cooperating. Well, that is all we have time for, but we will continue to bring you more